Well, good evening, everyone. It's Buster, and sorry we haven't spoken in a little while, but I wanted to come in and give just a quick update. It's not going to be a long video tonight, but I wanted to come in and make sure I got an update in for week 4. I know I missed week 3, and I'm sorry about that. Life just got real busy last weekend, and it was the first weekend I was really able to get out and about since surgery, and so my wife and I just went out and we were out and running around errands on Saturday, and then on Sunday my parents invited us to go to the rodeo. We got to go to the American rodeo at AT&T Stadium here in Dallas, or Arlington's where it's at, and then I had some school stuff to take care of, and so like I said, just last weekend was really crazy, and I just didn't get to it, and so I'm sorry. But here's week 4, and also a little bit of week 3. The update is pretty much the same for week 3 and 4. But some stats, starting weight in January was 506.4. Day of surgery was 468.4. Not last week, 2 weeks ago, in week 2, I was 452 pounds, and today I'm coming at you at 446.4 pounds for a total weight loss of 60 pounds. Y'all, I've lost 60 pounds in 7 weeks. That's crazy. That's nuts. That doesn't even that's hard to wrap my mind around. That's a lot of weight to lose in 7 weeks. It's pretty awesome to see how my clothes are fitting better. I'm not quite ready to jump down a size, but that's probably because most of my clothes were probably a little bit too small 60 pounds ago, and so a little frustrating that I haven't been able to drop down a size yet, but it's coming. I'm not too far away from that. And that gives me a loss since surgery. Surgery was 4 weeks ago. Loss in surgery of 22 pounds. And but overall down 60 pounds in the last 7 weeks. And what I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight was the stall. And man, the stall sucks. Stall's not fun. When I went to see my nutritionist 2 weeks ago, and that's kind of the program, if you're familiar with the surgery and the process, my surgeon, you see your surgeon or their PA for a 1 week follow-up, and then you see the nutritionist at 2 weeks, and then I go back again at 8 weeks to see my surgeon, so I actually meet with Dr. Smith in another 4 weeks from today, and then I'll see him again at 6 months, and then at a year, and then I'll see him annually after that unless something comes up and I need to see him sooner. But anyway, so 2 weeks ago when I met with my nutritionist, she told me to expect a stall. She said, when you're coming out of, you've been on the liquid diet for 3 weeks, then you have the surgery, and then you're on liquids for 2 more weeks, and then you're going to switch to eating food again, and your body is going to start storing it because you haven't been giving it food for 5 weeks. And so I kind of shrugged it off and said, to myself that wasn't going to happen to me. And then it did, and it was very frustrating. I'm laughing about it now a little bit, but it was frustrating. I was mad. Every day I'd get on the scale and just look at it and just be frustrated. And I know I probably shouldn't weigh every day. I know you shouldn't do it. I know, but when you go through something like this, and it's so drastic, and you put so much into it, like, you just want to see the results. And, like, even now, it's making me emotional thinking about it. Like, you want the result, and you want it to come now, and you want it to be there. And, like, you lose sight of the fact that I've lost 60 freaking pounds in 7 weeks, and I've lost 22 pounds in the last 4 weeks. And, like, it's just nuts. Like, your whole world gets turned upside down with the surgery, and like literally everything you do revolves around the decisions and how you're maneuvering through this process. And so you weigh every day. You just do. Like, you just want to know. You want to know that it's working. You want to know what the trend is. Like, I have an app on my phone where I track my weight like almost every day. There's a few days I didn't log the weight because I was mad about it, but for the most part, for the last, it was about 10 or 12 days where the weight really stayed the same. I went from 452 down to 449, and then the most frustrating thing in the world is I went from 449 to like 450 and a half, and just it didn't make any sense. I'm not eating hardly anything. I can eat maybe a half a cup to 3/4 of a cup of food at a time, and 3 times a day. And my calorie count, when I count them, is about 750 a day on average. And so it just was very frustrating to know that you're doing everything exactly right. I'm getting my water in, I'm meeting my protein goal, I'm eating exactly what I'm supposed to be eating, and the weight wasn't coming off. So, but they said it was going to happen. They said to expect it, that that's completely normal. But in the middle of it, it's hard to see that that's normal. So I just, reached out to some people I know who had the surgery, and we kind of chatted about it briefly. And the saving grace was in a group I'm on Facebook, support group. Someone posted who had had surgery just a few days after me, and they hit a stall also, and asked if that was a normal thing. And just the flood of the people who saying yes, that's normal, me too, that happened to me. I had a stall at week 2 and it lasted 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 week. Everybody's different, but it's a very normal thing to experience, and it was just frustrating. But your body's got to catch up. When you drop as much weight as I've dropped in the last couple of weeks, it takes a little bit of time for your body to catch up to it. So if you're going through the stall, if you're searching and you find this and you have hit a stall, just stick to it. The plan works. You're going to lose the weight. Your body, I'm not a doctor and I don't want to pretend to be, but your body just has to catch up. And if you're still not losing weight, reach out to your doctor and talk through that. But just know that I'm there with you. It's frustrating. So finally, the last 2 days, the scale has started to move again, and I'm down, about 4 or 5 pounds from where my stall was at. So hoping that was the end of the stall and I'm going to lose. What they said would happen, my nutritionist said that I would hit the stall and it would last anywhere from 1 to 3 weeks, and then I would start losing again. And that when I started losing again, that's when I would start to see the big numbers where I would lose a ton of weight over the next several months. So I'm hoping we're through with the stall. I'm hoping we don't see it again. I know I'll see it again here in a couple of months. Hopefully, at the 4 to 6 month mark is how far it'll go before I hit the next one. But I'm hoping we're at the point now where the weight's just going to start falling off like crazy. I mean, it already has, but I'm hoping that this is where that starts. So anyway, I'm doing okay. It's been an adjustment for sure, getting used to this new lifestyle. Everything is different than what I expected it would be. And I'll cover more of that in the video next week. I really wanted to focus primarily this week on the stall. And if I had come to you last week, my update would have been I'm angry and haven't lost any weight and I'm not eating anything and I want a cheeseburger and I'm, what the heck have I done? And but I'm excited. I'm excited to see that this process works. I'm trusting the process. I'm not giving up. I'm sticking to it and continuing to hit my goals. It's almost dinner time, so I'm about to go eat my, half a cup of food. Today I'm moving on to soft food, and so I get to add in some canned chicken and make like some kind of homemade little chicken salad type thing. So probably half a can of canned chicken and 4-ounce can. So it'll be like 2 ounces of canned chicken with a little bit of light Miracle Whip and maybe a little bit of relish. And that'll be dinner. Anyway, it's pretty amazing. I've kind of showed some of my friends what I'm able to eat in a sitting, and they all just kind of look at me like I'm crazy. But I'm never really hungry, and things are going really well. So if you made it this far, thanks for tuning in. If you're going through a stall, man, stick with it. It's going to be okay. You're going to get through this. If you're friends and family, I love you guys. Thanks for the support. I posted a face-to-face Friday picture, and I may post that in this video just briefly so you can see 7 weeks ago versus just 2 or 3 days ago when I was like 447, so a pound or so ago. And the comparison from then to now is just nuts. So probably insert that picture right here. And yeah, that's it. I'm I'm on my way. Thank you guys so much for the support. If you made it this far into the video, please like, subscribe, share this video with your friends, with anyone who's considering the surgery. I'm not a doctor. This isn't medical advice. I want to be an encouragement if I can. Don't take the things I say as any kind of medical advice or anything like that. This is just my experience I'm sharing with you, and I hope that if you're considering the surgery, if you've reached the point where the surgery is the last option for you, that you would know that there is hope and that you can do this and you can take back your life. I'm proof. I'm 7 weeks in and I've lost 60 pounds. Like, I have a neck again. Like, if you look at that picture I showed a minute ago, I didn't have a neck. I had like a head and it was into my shoulder. Like, I didn't have a neck. And it's amazing the things that I can do. So more on that to come next week. Things are going well. Thanks for tuning in. I love you guys. And I'll talk to you again soon.